bed.
Talk to me, brother.
What do you mean 8 o'clock is late? What time do you wake up in the morning?
Oh, like 6 a.m. ish typically.
Okay, and I'll be up at 5 tomorrow. And
Just shutting it. He says he'll be up at 5. Yeah, right. Okay. And also, listen, everybody functions differently.
Everyone functions.
Why are you calling me out for this? I like my sleep.
But, buddy, like that's the
Up
problem.
at 5 in the morning. What are you, the fucking Rock?
Grinding away.
But man, like,
5
it's
in
not
the
like you
morning.
got kids, man. Like you got
What do you think?
all the time in the
Homemade
world.
pancakes make themselves? Like, what do you mean? What are you doing at 5 in the morning? Running a 3K?
Buddy, he doesn't have kids, and he's like, oh well, like I didn't have a nap today, so I'm like a little groggy.
First off, I don't have
He
kids.
does get cranky without a nap.
I don't have kids. I have an autistic dog, which is just way more work. That's just an absolute
He's
fact.
pautistic.
Yeah, autistic. So how's life, fellas? How are we adjusting to the cold?
Yeah, I mean the weather. It's not too cold yet, but it's icy. It's getting frigid. Tis the season.
I've seen 2 people wipe out so far. That might be my favorite part about winter is watching people fall.
Oh, buddy, when they're like, especially on those real icy days, when you see someone just doing the dance, the funky chicken trying to stay afloat.
Yeah, you know what the best is? Like the videos online where there's like a ramp or something in public, and no one warns the people, but they know what's happening. You got like a group of people who are just watching the ramp. It's like that's how you know our society's just full of psychopaths that just want to see violence.
It's worse when they they give him a head nod or something.
Check this guy out.
Yeah. Or after he fell, they're just like, oh, buddy, that was icy.
Yeah, well, you gotta be careful. This is black ice.
You handled that much better than the previous 4 people.
Are we
I
not
let fall.
surprised black ice hasn't been renamed?
Yeah, 'cause it's like I think it's perfectly. It's dangerous,
but what can't we call
especially
it?
dangerous at night.
Can you call it invisible ice? It's called black ice.
Polished ice.
Yeah. Secret
Let's call
ice.
it polished ice. Yeah,
It's
secret ice.
It's the most dangerous ice.
Or just call it ISIS.
Also dangerous.
Yo, I witnessed a hit and run. I mean, I've seen a couple of them, but this one was an Amazon delivery. They delivered it to my neighbor. I was out walking the autistic dog, and they were delivering to like the neighbor across the street. And there's this other guy walking the dog, and they put the package down, and then the guy backs the truck up and just slams into my neighbor who's parked his car. And then the one guy who's watching it, the whole thing, tries to flag him down, and then sees that the guy's like starting to turn the van, and he runs out with his dog onto the street, and then the U-Haul van swerves and misses
Get around him.
Yeah, swerves and misses him,
Buddy, this guy had deliveries to make.
and
He doesn't have
drives
time for
off.
this.
Yeah, and then like he's like, "Did you fucking see that?" And it's like, "Yeah, yeah, buddy, why'd you run in the middle of the road?"
Yeah, did you catch the plate? Did they?
Well, here's the thing. I don't think you need to catch the plate because you're gonna know who delivered the package.
Oh,
Like,
that's a
all
good
that
point.
stuff's tracked. So
yeah.
Technology's getting you on this one.
it really is.
Like,
It was his first day as an
Really is.
Amazon delivery driver.
It was funny though.
Also his
He's like,
last.
"Oh,
But
man,
yeah, he's like,
what do you want me to do, officer? I
thinks
need this job.
He thinks he got clean. Like, wife, like, sweetie, there's no way they could track me. It's fine.
Yeah.
The-
I checked. There's no speed
Yeah.
cameras. There's nothing. There is
I know.
zero that
the-
links me to that neighborhood.
The funny thing about it is, like, as soon as it happened, I was like, oh, well, like, no problem. They'll be able to track who delivered it. So when I knocked on the door of the whoever's package it was to be like, hey, can you just like let Buddy know like who delivered, like give him the information. I told him, and he's like, well, there's not a lot I can do. Like, I don't want you to fix the car. I want your fucking tracking thing.
It comes down on him.
Yeah, he's like, oh shit, my insurance is gonna kill me.
That's for a fuzzy pen that I ordered with a light on the end of it.
Yeah. So now I refuse to park on the street, and I live on like there's a school right by the street, and all week it's been busy for, I guess, parents are starting to get involved in school because it's Christmas time. I don't know. And then the Christmas the Christmas, like, you know, concert theme, whatever they do now.
Oh yeah, the little
it's
the Winter Wonderland.
yeah, it was last night, so the place is packed. By the way, do you notice now that it seems like people are more accepting of Jesus in Christmas? Like, it's more celebrated. I've noticed, like I go into schools all the time and there's like Christmas trees now, whereas the past like 5-10 years there hasn't been Christmas trees.
I think they
Maybe there was a lull because we always had trees growing.
No. Yeah, but then there was
We're
like
a
a
big wreath.
reversal.
We always had to make a wreath.
They went a little crazy for a couple years, and I think people are just kind of like,
They're back.
hold the fucking phone,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I went to go see my like nieces and nephews like Christmas concert a few years ago.
Yeah.
And it was like a holiday concert, and I'm not like, dude, no one at that school celebrates Kwanzaa. I guarantee it.
But yeah,
no
gotta
one.
do
But
it.
like 3 of the 10 did
Yeah.
Kwanzaa songs,
Had
and it was like, what the fuck? This is a public school in a predominantly white neighborhood.
Yeah.
It's like,
So it's a safe neighborhood.
yeah, it's a safe, but it was like all like
Zero
I
black
think-
ice.
I think yeah.
Zero, but yeah.
I think one
Shit'll
class
get you.
did an actual Christmas song. Everyone else did like Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, like
Yeah, man. I think it's come full circle where now people are like smelling the roses and kind of waking up a bit.
yeah, they're just
Feliz Navidad.
Yeah. You know what'll really save Christmas and bring back the nostalgia is if like Tim Allen
Free
did
up,
another Christmas
free
movie.
up Tim Allen. I'm pretty sure isn't he like super canceled because
Is
he's
he?
like a right winger.
Yeah, like he could save Christmas if he just
He
does
can
another,
save it.
but does an OG Santa movie. He'd save
Buddy,
Christmas.
I watched the first one the other day with my daughter.
So good,
It's so good.
so good.
Okay, there's 2 parts to it,
It
but
holds up.
the first thing I'm gonna say is like when he does the whole like home improvement,
Yeah.
like when he's on the sled is like just like did they tell him to do that, or was he like, no, that's my trademark, I have to do that?
It's for the brand.
Wait, wasn't that before Home Improvement or no?
No. Home improvement is like
Sorry.
where
Alright.
his bread and butter, man.
All right.
But also the greatest scene in that movie is when he goes to Denny's and he's like, it's just all the single dads there, and he's like, you burn the turkey too, and the guy just holds up his hand, it's a cast.
Some of those movies are so unrealistic. Like the Christmas movies, even wait. Besides the fact that Santa's not real.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Whoa.
Sorry. No, but like dude, I bring it
So
back to
unrealistic.
No, I bring it back to like the Harry Potter movies because there's some stuff in it that just blatantly makes no sense. Like you would think if you here's the deal.
magic made up world, fictional
right.
world.
But hear me out. You would think if you were to make a magic fictional world that you could make it like more fictionally accurate, if that's a thing to say. Here's why. Wait, let me finish.
Do you know what the definition of fiction is?
Let me finish. Because so in Harry Potter, right, you have a bunch of people that
Wizards.
Yeah, wizards and whatever they are. When you
Muggles
go
are
to
the
the
people.
shops, they're all working like these like dead end shops and stuff, right? But if you know magic, can't you just make money? Why are you working shops? It's little things like that you're like, if you go to the Christmas thing, it's like these elves are trying to whip up presents. Like you can't just like make presents appear because like you have fucking flying reindeer and pixie dust.
I feel like even magic
but
though,
just
has
because
its limitations.
Just because you have pixie
but to
dust that can
money.
make reindeer fly doesn't mean you can make pixie dust that can make
I think
presents
it's-
come out of nowhere.
I think it's lazy authors.
No, I think.
That's what I
Well,
think
I
it
think
is.
it is just lazy authors because
Yeah.
you gotta think like we like everyone celebrates J.K. Rowling, but like it's like anytime there's a problem in that movie, you just write a new spell that can fix it,
I
right?
guess.
Like you're
I like that. I like that plan. It always gives you a way out.
Yeah.
There's that. I think that.
True.
I feel like she had her views, so I'm surprised there's not more
What was
spells
her
based
thing, by
on
the
that.
way? People didn't like her
I
because
think she hates
she's
trans.
a turf. Yeah, that's
chickies with dickies.
chickies with dickies.
Okay.
I think I think-
Witches with wands.
That's good. That's pretty good.
Yeah, she came out like a little hard on that stuff of like she didn't want
No pun intended.
the chickies with dickies using the female washrooms. She had a bit of a problem with that.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't want to get too political here. if you got hate in your heart, let it out. No, but
WFP.
no. I again, it's it's just that free speech stuff. But I don't listen. This is fucking. I just think
this
there should be
podcast
some.
is just a bastion of
It always
free
just
speech.
comes. No, it should. I agree with you though. It's like it's kind of lazy where it's like, hey, this whole time I've had the secret thing that could like end the movie before it began.
It's like,
type
man,
thing.
we really need a way for
what I
this
mean?
little bastard to sneak around without getting caught.
Yeah,
I know.
so we can fucking
let's give
ice
him
him.
let's give him an invisible towel.
yeah. What?
I saw a meme the other day that was like made a good point of like, man, like what a good fucking kid Harry Potter was. Like he had an invisibility cloak, and not once did he go into the female
I have
shower.
hey, here's the thing.
Dude, that's just restraint.
That's funny.
They didn't they didn't recall every moment of his
Yeah.
day. You know what I mean? Like there's some times where
Should we
he's in class and then it cuts to later that evening. I mean, who's to say it didn't
should
sneak
we
down?
It's Hermione. Like, Ron, did you see Harry last night? Like, no, I did. He wasn't in his bed. That's weird because I just heard clapping all night.
He was
Buddy,
on Hermione.
should we just start like hurling accusations against Harry Potter of just like him?
I don't know
Just
too.
doing
I'm not
the
gonna
shit he
lie.
did.
I don't know too much about the Harry Potter world. But I will say, I think Dumbledore, bad guy. He's overrated. I think Gandalf kills Dumbledore every time.
Oh, 99 times out of 98, like every time,
Every time.
every fucking time.
Like the White Wizard. Let's go.
Yeah, hard no on all of that
You think Dumbledore's better than?
for sure because he has more magic, so he just kills him. That's silly. That's a silly debate.
Whoa.
He
like,
has more
all of a
magic.
sudden,
Buddy, he couldn't.
there's
Didn't he get
limitations to
killed by
magic?
the guy Voldemort?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
he died.
First off,
Dumbledore was a bum.
But hold
Like,
on. But he got killed by the
Ooh,
most
young Jude
Okay,
Law
wait,
though.
wait. He
Jude
got
Law
killed-
version. He's
Wait,
good
you're
looking.
saying that he got killed by the most powerful sorcerer, evil sorcerer, so he's a bum? It's called a villain. Like,
no. Okay, but think about it this way.
No,
think about
Gandalf
our
was
society.
fighting.
Gandalf
Gandalf was fighting
didn't
orcs. Do you actually pay attention to the Lord of the Rings movies? When they were fighting orcs, they would just like hit them in the chest and they'd be dead.
Yeah,
What do you
that was a
mean?
little fucked up. But going back to it, my point is with Dumbledore. Like, think of our society. It's like our top line people aren't teachers. They're CEOs. They're like sports athletes and everything.
Yeah.
Like teachers are kind of like. I don't want to say they're like the bottom of the barrel, but like they're not our like highest performing people.
With the
Dick.
make believe world though, that's what they want. Like Professor X, right? He's a professor at a school. They're
But
trying to
I would-
always make.
I feel like I could
They're
have
trying
fucked
to
up Professor
no, but they're
X.
trying to brainwash these kids to thinking like, oh, school is important. Teacher, professor, big, very, very
the
important.
superheroes.
Yeah,
Well, turns out school is important, but okay.
allegedly.
Allegedly.
I think the
Allegedly.
book is still out on that. Like I think there's data that needs to be collected.
Well, I'm
But
sure
it's
there's a bunch.
self-taught school of hard knocks over here.
Yeah. Well, I guess there's gonna be a lot of people in the States that aren't gonna go to school. They're probably just gonna go right to trades. A lot of people are trying to boycott colleges now. But the Harvard thing that came out, kind of bad. you gotta say that's kind of bad.
I don't know.
Are you talking about the genocide thing?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
comments. Which again, like this is a weird one
Funny
because
video.
it is funny, yeah. But this is the weird one where people, it's like the people that are like anti cancel culture are like they'll flip. And they'll be like,
Ben Shapiro is
No,
like
I haven't.
I know.
waving the flag of cancel culture right now because it's
Right.
against his people,
So-
right? Like that's the whole thing,
Wait,
right?
are you talking about the Israel-Palestine thing?
Well, that's
Yeah.
what the
He's-
whole
he's
Harvard
Jewish, isn't
thing. Yeah, he's
Obviously, he's the most Jewish.
but he,
He's the
he-
most. No,
he
but
is Jewish, like
I know.
Judaism.
It just goes to show, man. It's like it doesn't matter who you're on. You're all the same. It doesn't.
yeah,
matter.
like
the
they're
same.
all like it all folds in on itself.
It's
real
like
quick.
they're all the same, and then there's black ice. That's just it. There's the bottom line.
Yeah. And black ice is dangerous because you can't see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least with.
Finish that.
Never mind.
Finish that.
Never mind.
At
Never
least so
mind.
far.
No. Never mind.
Squirrel. Squirrel.
No,
Squirrel.
it's funny though because everyone's coming at the Harvard bitch for saying what she's saying, which is ridiculous.
I mean, yeah, it's
That
dumb, but yeah.
being like, there's no say it's bullying. I love how they kept saying. So saying that all Israel or calling for the genocide of Jews isn't bullying. She's like, well, I mean, I need more context.
Yeah.
It's like just repeats it again. She's, well, it depends on did they actually act out on this?
Again, yeah, it goes full circle because it's just the same people who are like, oh, like so like if you're on that campus and you said chickies with dickies, like
you
you'd
would
a
have been
problem.
yeah,
That'd
like
be
it
a
would have been
problem.
a real problem.
But then that you think isn't a problem. So it's just they're
But-
pointing
so
out.
I think the wars have kind of quieted down the whole
I think
LGBTQ
I feel like,
thing.
yeah,
I think
like,
it's
oh,
kind of
yeah,
it's
like,
yeah,
oh,
There's a new argument
we've
on
settled
site.
we've
Yeah.
settled in on it. We're like, you know what? Yeah, let them have their
Hey, they're
dicks.
just sitting there at, like before they post or something or blog, and they're just like, "What's going on over there?"
What?
Wait, what?
Well,
What's
that's like
happening?
Russia is dapping up Israel
Oh,
right now because they're like, thank you for that
buddy.
assist. Because
Yeah.
now no one cares about them. They're like, you ignore this
Hey,
invasion.
Hey, right, but Putin's just like, go, 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 go,
Everyone,
go,
quick,
go,
now.
go, go,
Now,
no,
now.
no.
Buddy, but they got it in the bag now. Like Russia's just free to do whatever they want because it's like there's all the news coverage is somewhere else.
Just Putin, baby, it's cold outside. Is it cool
That's
to
what-
sing that song now? Can
That's
we
what-
finally bring
hey,
that song
That's
back
what
too?
Putin needs to do, though. Putin needs to drop a Christmas album. Just if Putin drops
I
a
really
fire
can't
Christmas
stay.
album, yeah.
Yeah.
Him and Bieber.
Him and
I would
Bieber.
do it.
The Putin Bieber.
And Biebs is like flying in
Bieber
his own
pudding?
little world. Biebs would probably agree. Doesn't even
Yeah.
know what's going on. Be like, yeah, that'd be pretty fire.
And then you get
you-
Lizzo with the flute in the background.
Yeah,
Boom.
you pay
Cover
11
'em
million
all.
to that guy and he'll do anything.
Who?
Like it, Bieber,
You give
Lizzo,
Bie-
like
you-
all these
no.
people.
Yeah, I
you
mean,
like,
get
most
Bieb
of them.
11, you give Lizzo like 3. Like,
Yeah.
she's not on Bieb's
dude,
level.
one day there's gonna be a list that comes out of everyone who's like performed live in person for Putin. And like it's just gonna be
You
like
think it's gonna
you're-
be
oh it's gonna be
who's
ridiculous.
who?
I want footage though of like Putin. How does Putin vibe to those artists? Because it's like one of them's Kanye.
He strikes me as a shoulder snap
Yeah,
guy,
like what's his
up
favorite?
and down.
What's his favorite Yeezy album? That's
Yeah.
is he a Yeezus
I-
guy? Is he
I can't wait for
college
Kanye's new
dropout?
album.
Oh, it's gonna be fire.
I know. You see him. I'm sorry, but
I love Kanye. And
Yeah,
do you know what?
thank you.
This kind of like ropes into the whole. Did you guys watch the Kanye West interview with Lex Friedman?
yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Like comedic gold. That was
Yeah.
the funniest interview
Great.
ever because my favorite part, Lex Friedman's Jewish and
Yep.
Kanye keeps saying the Jewish media. And finally Lex goes, "Hey man, that's like, that's offensive. Please don't do that." And he's like, "Don't say that. Like say something else." And he's like, "All right, the JM." that's his way around it.
The JM.
That's not
That
the
was-
Jewish media, it's the JM.
That was a good pod. That was a really good pod. And then,
Buddy.
and then Sam Harris tried to destroy him for it.
Oh yeah, and
Hated it.
buddy, when he was on Alex Jones too, and he's wearing his mask, and he's got the butterfly net and a bottle of Yahoo, and he's like net and Yahoo, dude.
Honestly, Ye's music is just so good. I think
That's
it's just
I feel like we've
Okay,
talked about this before, but
certain-
it's one of those things where it's like
You have to be crazy to be that good.
Yeah, I agree.
I'd rather be
Yep.
I'd rather be crazy and that good than be not good and
Yeah,
still just a
yeah.
bit
It's
crazy,
like-
No,
There's
you-
in order to get that, it's like the same thing people say about like MJ and things like that, right?
Oh,
Where
yeah.
they're like he was like he's not a good person to be around because he was a dick and he's
Oh,
compulsive and you know what I
I
mean?
hate
It's
that
like-
in general when you hear like people complaining
Sorry,
about
that
celebrities.
was Michael Jordan.
He's a winner.
Not
Yeah, I
MJ.
know.
Michael Jackson, but I
Although
think they
maybe
were
he was
both-
compulsive too with other
I
stuff.
think he was
I
obsessive.
think MJ
It's
was
the same.
a
MJ
little
might work.
obsessive. But like, no, I hate when like people complain about celebrities being dicks, and it's like, come on, man, what do you expect? They're
I'd
like,
be a dick too.
they're like,
Yeah, they're better than you.
yeah,
Just grow. Like,
Yeah.
like
You're
everybody
just
loves them.
fucking
Yeah,
peasant.
you're nothing.
Yeah.
You should grovel at their feet.
Like,
What have you done?
yeah. What have
like
you
people
done?
pay me to come talk.
Can
Like,
you play?
yeah.
Can you play a flute and twerk? Like,
Yeah.
no. Shut the fuck up. Get to the back. Like,
Did you record Thriller? Did you write and record Thriller? I don't
Hey,
think so, man.
So I have a question about Lizzo. So what do you think happens if like it turns out like she has some sort of illness because of her weight? Do you think they just like that might be the greatest cover up of all time?
Oh yeah,
like you know what I'm
she
saying?
definitely
Like because
has
eventually
diabetes. Like, there's no way she doesn't have like
well-
a million different illnesses, and it's like time's gonna get her, man.
No,
some
something's gonna
people are
happen,
like
you know what I
healthy
mean?
fat until they're not. You know what I
Well,
mean? Like
she's-
some
I don't
people
think she's
roll through
ever been healthy
literally
fat.
roll through the world,
I
and then they're
I
not.
don't know if like healthy fat is like a like.
I think-
there's some people that have a lot of energy. But
I think
like,
she took too many L's though for everyone was all against her because she made
Lost
a few
a little
bitches
bit.
cry.
well,
Oh
did-
yeah,
When she was
I don't
mean
care
to
about
people,
that.
I
Yeah,
thought
who
like
cares?
try to cancel her.
It's a
Come
nothing
on.
bag. Well, yeah, no, it doesn't matter. But like the people that got destroyed because they basically said she's not healthy. Like there's the other flip side coin to that where they're like, you can't say obesity isn't healthy anymore. It's beautiful, right? So people
Yeah.
got pissed about that. I'm just saying, at what point? Because the whole thing is, her brand has been like big and beautiful. What happens if like she gets sick for being big? Is that just going to be like they'll give you the truth about like 9/11 in Iraq before they give you the truth about
Like,
they
all right,
disclose.
all right, everyone, look away. Over here. We have who killed Kennedy.
And I have 2 envelopes. I can only show you one of them. One of them
Behind the store is $1 billion.
One of them is JFK. Okay, and then this one is Lizzo's meal plan. But you can only pick one.
And the JFK one's like got glitter on it.
Yeah.
It's like, yes.
This one is Lizzo's meal plan, and you can only pick one.
Could you imagine though? She dies of like a heart attack, and they're just like, yeah, she got hit by a bus.
Yeah,
she died of COVID.
That was the COVID thing. Yeah. She'd just be a martyr. Like, this big and beautiful.
She was assassinated.
No, they're like she died. No, she died from lacerations and everything. What do you mean? I thought she had a heart attack and her cholesterol was through the roof. Oh no, she did. But
Lacerations to her heart?
during the autopsy, we had to cut her open.
She died from us trying to save her. The doc's just taking the lawsuit.
Yeah, it's, on an unrelated note, we've got 3 paramedics who broke their backs today. Sorry, that was bad.
No, but imagine trying to the guy who tried to administer CPR lost his wedding ring.
Just fucking
He
still wants it back.
God, yeah.
They're going over her with a metal detector.
Lizzo, we can't stress enough at the end of all of this that we're fans.
Hey, why men great till they got to be great?
Why men great till they got to be? Do you think, because she's like, she's a little bit of a larger lady, do you think that you could have a business model where like the gym is free, but you agree to a contract for a year where like we'll charge you like $150 every day you don't come?
We've done this.
Have we
think
done
we've
that?
been through this.
Yeah, we did the gym
No.
where it was you save money that like it was reversed.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, if it's free if you don't. What's
You know what
your
I'm
thing?
saying?
It's free.
My thing is it's a free membership, but every day you don't go is like $1.50. $1.50.
Yeah, but for a fat person, they'll easily pay $30 to not go to the gym for a month.
But
Yeah.
then you're locked in for a year.
$365.
No.
They dropped that at Mickey D's, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like
in 2 orders.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like $1.50, and all of a sudden we're looking at like $500, and it's
They're gonna make people like with a BMI, a certain
Make 'em
BMI
come.
level.
I feel like
they
no
have
one's
to get into this product.
voluntarily signing up for this.
yeah, maybe I don't know. I think people would because it's free.
It's not free.
No, yeah, it is. You just have to. It's
just have to
either free.
go?
Here's the thing: it's either free or it's very cheap.
No, but it's not free.
Or it's really fucking
it's not,
expensive.
no, that's what I mean. If you
If you never go, it's
it's like a lifelong contract. You can't get them out. These people, to be fair, it's hard for them to quit anything.
yeah.
So
Dude,
You go ahead, buddy.
I got a good revenge story.
You have a good revenge story.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this guy at work kept coming into my office and just farting. Like just
what?
yeah, it's fucking a dick. He'd come in and like pretend like he's talking and then just let out the most disgusting wet fart you've ever
Was
heard.
it like funny? Like he was purposely
Like,
doing
he
it?
thought it was funny.
Yeah, he
Oh,
thought it was
okay,
funny.
okay. Then it is funny.
I didn't think it was funny.
Then-
I thought it was an act of terrorism. But like, so he
That
kept
is.
doing this, and I'm like, the one day he came in and it was just like the loudest, wettest. Like I like think I had an allergic reaction to it. Like it was so bad. And just in my head, I'm looking at him and I'm like, I'm gonna find a way to get back at this guy. So last week he puts up his new calendar for 2024. It's one of the swimsuit girl ones.
Nice.
So I flipped to like find the hottest girl, and they're all like on the beach, just like sprawled out.
I'm familiar with the catalog, with the calendars.
No, I'm not. Keep going
Anyways,
and turn around.
So I write a speech bubble beside the one girl's face, and it says, "I just shit in the ocean."
So wait,
So he's gonna flip that to like February or
in
whatever.
4 months, this
Right,
guy's gonna
this
get
is
it.
hey,
And
really
it's just
doing
gonna
the,
ruin the calendar for him.
hey, it's the slow play.
This is the worst revenge story.
This
I've
is
ever
the
heard.
old like add a key to the key
I
ring.
thought you're like either like breaking into his house and upper decorating all his toilets.
No.
I thought you were trying to bang his daughter. Like I thought there was gonna be a bunch of stuff. Instead, you're like, in 3 months, this guy's gonna read a vile, not even vile
But
message.
just think about that, man. It's the hottest girl in the calendar, and he's gonna read that and not be able to get
Hey,
that image out of his head.
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder, though. What if that's not his type?
Maybe that's his thing.
No, but
he
maybe
likes
that
shitting in the
chick's not his
ocean.
type. Like, for instance, knowing you,
He reads it.
I want to know, what did that girl look like?
Nice.
Nice.
I want the scouting report. What did she look like? White. She was caucus.
White, dark hair,
Yeah.
Okay, you
Oh,
saved yourself
hey,
there.
some
Hey,
big old bigs
on a beach.
On a beach.
on a beach. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. Smooth skin.
What if he's into like Puerto Ricans? What if he's into Asians? And that's not the hottest. To him, the white chicks disgust him, maybe.
He doesn't seem like that kind of guy. He seems like he's.
Are you trying to tell me that a dude who just rips dirty farts in rooms is
Is only into
strictly
white
into white
girls?
chicks?
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. I think it's like
I
what
think
he's
that
doing
actually
is
probably
funny.
adds up.
What he's doing is actually funny.
Okay, if I was on the other side of it, it would be hilarious.
No, but
I would love
that's
it.
the
but
point of a
because
That's the point of it.
There's
Is
got to
that
be a winner and there's got to be a loser.
yeah, like you don't
I'm the loser in this scenario.
100%. And then your
Life ain't
revenge.
fair.
No offense, but your revenge to him is he's gonna be like, she was hot. That's your
And like, did you
revenge.
even? Hey, is she even covered, or is the bubble like off into the water where you can't?
It's off into the water. The point.
So the
Oh,
she
so
gets
she's still there.
Hey,
There's
dude,
no
I have a
way.
question.
The point is
He's just
that
gonna
he-
shut her out.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
shut up, bitch. I
The
don't care
point
about
is
this.
he's putting the image. I'm putting the image. I'm inceptioning the guy. I put the image in his head of
What if
this
he's
girl
in that though?
shitting
He's like,
in the
oh,
ocean.
but the only reason he's pissed, he's like, fuck, I'm mad she shit in the ocean. I wish she would have shit on my chest. Like,
Yeah, the old
But
Cleveland
now
steamer.
he's gonna flip and the next girl, he's flipping that over. She's like all in the water and everything. He's like, oh man.
I
You
think
think
what
he
you got to
has-
do, I think you got to break it with a
What if she
brown
gets
Sharpie, and you got to
pink eye.
You think by association, you're that's see, give him pink eye.
see.
There you go.
That's. I think it needs
Now
to be
we're
a story
getting-
progress.
Now we're getting.
So
into it.
each month gets worse. Not one. What you ruined, and you picked February, the
And-
shortest month to ruin.
and eventually
Hey, there's
this
29
ends.
days in
Hey,
2024.
eventually this ends with shit in a Ziploc bag, right? Like it has to end that way.
In his desk
in his
drawer.
desk has to. And then no. Like taped to the bottom of the desk so he can't find it. But he's like,
But
what does that smell?
It's
right?
it's just a log of shit with, in
with-
salt
and
water.
one little poked hole. Yeah, one poked hole, so it just keeps coming. And he's like, man, what's that smell? Is it my feet? That's the revenge. That's it.
And no, to stay on theme, also a piece of fish as well. Raw fish, so it's the ocean.
Yeah.
And
there you
shit.
go.
So it's like a shitty ocean smell. Make it come to light.
Yeah.
No. That's what you need to do on the back of, what would that be? You're flipping down February, March. You need to put on March. Yeah. It just wet fish and just disgusting smell. You're like, I can smell the ocean and shit.
Jeez, man, like this is my jerk story. I thought this was the funniest thing ever.
It is funny for him. Like he's
Yeah,
winning
like
this
he's
exchange.
dunking all over
You
you.
realize, like, if we invited him on the pod, he'd be like, "Guess what I'm doing to my coworker."
If he ever saw you and the family at the park, maybe he would call him dad.
He's listen to me. He's probably he has his own podcast. He's probably talking about like the meal plans that go ahead to it. Like
Yeah.
we're going to Taco Bell
Yeah.
Thursday.
We're eating a lot of
I did
asparagus.
the garlic
Yeah.
broccolini last
We-
night.
yeah, we-
Jimmy's in one at work
we
tomorrow.
got a meeting on Friday, and
Yeah, he's got a 5-day-a-week podcast just talking about
Yeah.
what
Oh,
he's
for sure.
eating to fart in my office.
And he's got like a loser like producer who's just all about it. Like, man, I wish I was there to smell it. That wouldn't sound so good.
So he's making millions off this podcast, man.
He's only going to work. He does nothing. He just goes there, he's waiting to get fired, just shitting
Ooh.
himself in your office.
okay. Nick and I started watching the show. Fuck me, I forget it. It's with the Big Bang Girl, and it's the serial killer podcast.
Mia Khalifa?
Yeah. I don't know who that is. No. The Kaylee, I forget her name, but anyways, the blonde
main
chick.
girl?
the
Yeah.
blonde chick. Okay, so there's a show out with her, and it's about a podcast that they end up doing with a serial killer, and it's like it's a like in the true crime genre where like in this world the serial killer ones are like super popular, which I guess they are.
They are like the biggest.
Yeah,
pods,
sorry, yeah. So I guess it's accurate. And then in this one, they find by coincidence like this guy who is the serial killer, and they do a podcast with him, and that's like the thesis of the whole show.
So what are you getting at? We need to switch
So
our
like
brand up.
he
I'm saying-
hasn't been caught,
Hasn't been caught, but he's active.
and he's on their podcast
And
just talking
yeah.
about.
Yeah, like they do the voice things, and like they have like so they basically doll it up so you can't track them or whatever and do the voice
I
things.
feel like just the feds would be all over you, man. That's a lot of heat.
Well, I guess they do. Anyways, again, it's kind of like it's 25-minute episodes. Keep it light. You know what I mean? Keep it light.
Hey,
Don't
it's
think too hard.
Yeah,
it's Coco's
he's-
favorite genre.
James is
Fiction.
like, I don't know what my coworker's eating for dinner, but I'd catch that fuck, like for sure. No. But yeah, anyways, I thought it was such a cool like idea, and I'm surprised that someone hasn't done it. Like, I'm not trying to promote that, but wouldn't that be if someone came out and they're like, they would give like tips of like the next one? I mean, everyone would be in on that.
If
Wouldn't you?
we would have to
Yeah,
like
but-
find a way to like see. I think the hard part about that would be
We're not.
vetting.
Yeah, we need a really smart
up-
Asian or brown kid who can like encrypt the data because you got to upload the podcast
Here-
to something.
This is the thing. So I kind of thought about this part.
Or you do it old school.
You can't be about money.
you do it old school. You mail in
yeah.
the floppy disk.
Most.
to the New York
Well,
Times.
wait.
And let-
Most. No.
New York
because
Times
otherwise they're
best-selling
gonna-
podcast is just like it's like the new Zodiac killer.
So that's, I think, so you're kind of where my head was at with
Who
this.
are we killing?
What, here, hold on.
So we have to be the
Which is
serial
what
killers.
you can't be monetary driven, right? Because there can't be like a link with the money. So it's just, and serial killers for the most part are about like notoriety anyways. So scratch that off, and then it's just about like making sure you run a bunch of VPNs so no one knows who's doing whatever.
I don't know if
This
I
episode
don't-
is brought to
yeah.
you by ExpressVPN.
I don't think that'll work.
Well, and then or it
Works for Rogan.
You just look, I guess you just record something and then you're right, you send it to someone random, or you just send it to someone.
would have to do
you
it
could send
so-
it to the same guy.
No, you okay, but well, then eventually that you'd get caught on though. They'd be like, "What are you gonna meet him with a mustache in a park?"
I could just be like, yeah, man, these guys keep sending me this podcast, and like we're here, like, oh,
Okay. Wait. You're right.
And what
Also-
did you do next?
Wait. Hold on.
Plug
We
in my
send it to a random person with a note that says "send to blank," and then
Which
it's
is
the same.
back to us.
What do you mean? Yeah. Well, it's got to go to someone, right?
The only problem
So-
is like you're not monetizing it.
Yeah, so
Here's-
what's the
like our
point?
merch game
Well,
would be
because
so weak.
It's not because
Oh, could you maybe not monetize the
interest.
podcast, but like the merch itself?
Yeah, something that would be him. But the
Just
serial
selling
killer's not-
knives
Well, wait,
and like.
In one half of the warehouse, it's just plastic sheets where you're murdering people,
Yeah,
and in
but
the other
no,
half, it's
man, no.
little Koreans packaging up your.
it's not.
Oh
the
man,
serial.
should we just
Oh,
like?
you guys do this
Okay.
every fucking time.
What if we?
Where
what
I,
if we-
I talk about an idea, and yeah, this is basically a Dragon's Den idea, except minus we need to find a
Okay.
serial killer.
Okay,
That won't
okay.
kill us.
I got the best idea ever. Okay, listen, hear me out on this one. We buy a whole bunch of jeans from Walmart. Okay, or even Value Village. We can just get a shit ton of jeans. Okay, and then we kill like rats or rabbits or a cat or a dog or something, and just splatter a bit of blood on those jeans, and then we sell them on eBay as Ted Bundy's jeans. From when he like and just like associate it with a famous murder.
Did he just stop?
And
the
you
pod?
started this with.
Did he
this
stop
is
the pod?
best
This
idea.
is the idea you just gave us,
That's a great idea.
huh?
That's how much. How much does like evidence go for?
Yeah.
Like how much
That's-
does pieces of evidence?
Wait.
How much do they go for?
Buddy.
we might as well just
You
like
get,
put a
I
clean
guess
plate.
You wouldn't want to do a lot of them, but like you could get easily $50K a pair of jeans.
You think there's a market of 50K for a
Okay,
pair of?
you guys just finished saying that the serial killer podcasts are the biggest thing right now. Why? Because
People
white
love-
They're
bitches.
free though.
No, not people. It's white bitches. White bitches love to be scared.
They like Levi's
They'll
too,
wear
but they're not
those
going to spend
jeans.
$50K on.
Rich white people spend money on stupid shit.
Stop it. This would be
Buddy,
like if
they'll drop
I think it
50K.
Listen,
I think-
this would be like if I just got a little spoon and I said like, "Oh, Hitler stirred tea with this spoon." I'm gonna
Dude,
sell
people
it.
do
Fucking Bert Kreischer did it.
Yeah.
He's got a teacup.
He's
Yeah,
got the
but-
teacup.
Well, I think that one was like verified by someone who took
Yeah.
it from the thing.
So we put a certificate of authenticity.
So now it's fraud.
No, we're verifying
Now it's
that
fraud.
this is what
but
we
now
think
it's
it
illegal.
is.
It just became illegal.
No.
though.
This is what we
now
think it
it's
is.
illegal.
Okay,
Look, before
what's-
you
like,
could say it could
Why
be.
are you so married to the law? Like, when did you become?
Jimmy,
Because
what are
we're
you,
a
cop?
society.
Jimmy,
of
we could
law
write
and
the initials.
order.
Like we'll get the initials like embroidered with flowers because that would have been the style. So it's like Mary Lou will be like ML with like a rose on the jeans. Like we'll
Bro.
get deep into this custom
So
shit.
wait, just to be clear, now you're gonna pull up old victims and act like that.
We're not gonna dig them up. We just need pictures.
No, this podcast it's officially just taken. Like this has gone too far. What are we doing here?
I think this is our best idea.
I don't
yet.
think it's a good money making idea, but I think for a labor of love, if you really want to be like, I think we could pull it off.
So this started with I thought that it was a cool show, and it's an actual cool idea of if you have if you could somehow keep his
Honestly,
notoriety down. Wait, and his
Cody,
identity.
that's just you actually want to like help like
No.
show
Facilitate
a real, like,
murder.
serial killer.
Wow.
Well, no.
Active
it's-
serial
We're
killer.
selling fake pants.
Listen, do you know
Yeah,
what?
I'm
a little bit of
scamming
moose
people
blood.
with weird
Guys,
like
Bloody
fantasies. Like
what behavior analysts do is they get information from people like these to prevent future crimes. Now, you could take this as a learning opportunity and be like, well, this is how this certain serial killer performs in these acts of evil, whatever you want to call them. My point is, it's kind of fascinating and it's a cool idea. You took that as let's dig up the old victims of a serial
I'm not
killer.
digging
Who
up
said
anything.
dig up anything?
Buddy, I just said we were doing a fraudulent activity of buying jeans at Value Village.
He said, by the way. He said
Yeah,
that.
I didn't say that.
We are working together on this endeavor. I have
the first I've heard of
papers-
this.
I have the
The
papers
first
right
I've heard.
here
Like-
that you signed on to this
Yeah,
idea.
more fraudulent papers.
This is wild.
Is there anything this guy won't defraud?
This is, you know what? At least with the old stuff, there's like there's a shred of like dignity and maybe some humor in some of these ideas. When you tear apart my phenomenal ideas, this is a bad one. This is a really
no,
bad one.
your idea's
I don't
dumb.
think this
This
is
is a
bad.
bad one. This is worse than the calendar. This is bad.
No, I think you can make like especially Jeffrey Dahmer. He's all the rage right now, and you just wait for the
Yeah.
next big serial killer to come out, and like the women will be all over it. They get so excited about that.
I guess, but the part of the whole serial killer thing is like they want to know from him. They want to know once he's caught
if we
his
just
story.
write replica on it
How about
Yes,
what if
like,
we just
and
what
charge
if we just
60 bucks.
take claim? Oh God, the doodle
You know what you should do?
What if we just take like ownership for local murders essentially, and that's how we get there, and then we keep getting like, oh, they bring us in, and it's like, oh, turns out it's like Jay-Z, how you can like rap about something and you can't get arrested for it.
Apparently you can. Did you see?
Oh yeah, Young Thug and Gunna actually too.
So
Like,
is this an action? Yeah. This might not work. But apparently you can. Yeah, which is wild, isn't it? Hey, here's another fun thing. When do you think? Like
another fun thing.
when do you think they
Fun
can't?
fact.
I'm gonna go back to serial killer thing in a moment. When do you think the cancel culture thing will hit old rap and hit rap and make it so
Never.
Like you can't
I think-
listen-
I think
why not?
Untouchable.
Why
Yeah,
not?
they've already tried
Because the
like,
people who are
Tupac
trying to
was-
cancel it, they just
yeah.
won't listen to it. There's still enough people that'll just listen to it. It's been proven. Cancel culture only works if you listen to the person trying to cancel you.
Yeah.
I guess, but it's like, so the Baby It's Cold Outside song was a no-go, but like
I
all
don't
of
think that actually. I think that was one of those
Nah,
like
that was
at
bad.
one local radio station like banned it. Next thing you know,
That's
it
not-
got like blown up into
Yeah.
making it the
hold
poster
on.
child.
If you
for
don't think that cancel culture is a legitimate thing, we changed our anthem.
No, we didn't, did we?
Yeah, we did.
All thy sons come
Yeah,
in, and then we
and
did the
that didn't
native.
happen
I
ones.
still
because
sing it
every-
like that though. Fuck that.
Yeah, fuck it.
I know,
Yeah,
I
you
know.
sing it how you sing it.
Just because
It's
a
like
couple
an up-
hippies
yeah,
like
it's
sing it that way
also-
doesn't mean it's
It's
been
not
changed.
I'm sorry. Do you watch the? It's not. That's the anthem now. That moving
Okay, and
forward.
once JT gets voted out, buddy, we'll
you
be
think the first thing he does is Pierre does or whoever
Yeah.
it is back
Jagmeet
to the
Singh
anthem.
will be
Well,
like, hey,
no,
man.
he's gonna pipe his ex-wife, and then he's gonna do the anthem. I don't really care about the anthem changes because, like, how people,
Yeah,
like
I don't
these
sing
dudes,
it very
hey,
often.
these dudes are so pissed to be like, guaranteed they were never singing that anthem,
No.
like out aloud.
No,
Never.
they were drunkenly like blurring it out at a
At a
hockey
game,
game.
it would be about it. But in class, they'd be like, I ain't doing one of them pageants.
But isn't
that's
it
fucking fairy shit.
It's true. Isn't it funny though that like most people, you're right, they weren't singing the anthem, but then as soon as they tried to like change it or whatever, you at the sporting event, you just have like the guy with the hat, be like, oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Yes.
into it.
Ho,
like-
say.
and then at the end of it, he's like, woo,
Yeah.
they ain't changing shit.
They ain't changing shit. It's a beautiful song, man. It's a beautiful song, baby.
I never like understood the outrage behind the whole Colin Kaepernick thing. It's like, so what, man? Guy wants to kneel down. That never bothered me. Like that just.
It's yeah, I
Disrespectful to the flag, man.
yeah, again, like
Our veterans died.
it doesn't matter which like whatever you would take whatever position you want on that, but the
I
whole
love
thing
how
was
for that one he's
no,
like,
but
no.
the
no,
whole
no,
thing is
it's-
no. But the whole thing is it's just a private company. Like
Yeah, that's true.
What are you gonna do? You know what I mean? It's like you could disagree with it, but like, and a lot of people do.
I think the whole
Power.
blacklisting him, but he was.
That's-
to be
that's
fair,
bad.
people don't want to talk about all those interception news. He was
I was gonna say
before.
he wasn't exactly.
yeah,
He wasn't
like,
stellar. Like, could he play in the league? Sure, as a backup. You know what I mean?
He's still, at that time he probably could have started, but they weren't making the playoffs.
Yeah, he could have started. He could have started on the
on
Jets.
he could have started on the bench.
yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, look, I was taking a knee with Cap. Why not? Frankly, I just think it's more
I just thought he
comfy
had
than
cool
standing.
shoes.
Cap did have some good
It
shoes.
was more
I
comfy
liked
than
his
standing.
headband. I liked his headband.
Buddy, we needed him to be in game ready stance, right? Like he was resting.
It's true. Sometimes
Yeah.
you got to do it. He's just
And then
saving his
the rest
energy.
of them saw that and them and said, I want to rest too. And this looks comfortable. Oh God. Oh man, Christmas parties are coming up. Christmas parties and being social, that might be. That's like I fucking hate being social. I hate talking to people. It's so awkward. I hate looking into someone's eyes and like having a conversation with them where you have to pretend like you give a fuck what they're gonna say.
Oh yeah.
And you just know that, A, you can't get too drunk. There's a limit, right? I can get drunk, but I can't get too drunk because if I get too drunk, then there's no filter, right? And then I'd be like, "Ooh, that's your wife?" No, but
She's a
but then,
dog.
Yeah, dog. But no, but then
not with a DAWG.
and this always happens. It's like anytime especially around Christmas time, they'll be like, "Oh, like what'd you get her?" Right?
Oh, those are
What'd
the
you-
worst.
How much do you love her? What'd you get her? I fucking hate. We need to do one Christmas where we just boycott gifts. Just one. Boycott presents.
You're one of those people, eh?
It's
so materialistic.
Sounds like
it is, dude.
sounds like the Grinch. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay, I want to
It
know
is.
now because like I feel like there's like something behind this. What did you get her?
I can't say because
Why?
she might. Well, because
Just tell her not to listen to this one.
I'll tell you why. Because I always tell her not to listen. I don't think she listens. Last week, I heard about it because she listened.
Just say that you mentioned your present. Don't listen to it till after Christmas. It's only what?
no,
a
I'm
week
just gonna
and a
plead
half?
the fifth. Put it this way: I spent a lot more
Coco
money
gets
on
her like Coco doesn't get her anything for Christmas.
that's.
Yeah,
I spent
I
a
feel
lot
like you're
more
not
money on her.
like a great gift giver.
I'm not.
He's
You have to
not.
be. Listen, you
you
gotta
get a
be
gold
creative.
flower necklace. and
You have to
then-
be creative to be a good gift giver. I'm not creative. And if I am, I'm creative like too late. So like today I Googled, I was like, oh man, it'd be cool to make a mug for her. Ooh, 16 business days. It's not going to happen.
Dude, get Keelan to make it. Doesn't he get his little cricket? Isn't that what this is?
Yeah, but
Buddy.
you refuse. You
Boom,
refuse to get
roasted.
innovative because you don't want it to. It's an effort you don't want to put in. It's not a dollar value. It's an effort.
Yeah.
I'd rather triple my dollar value if it meant 0% effort. I just think it's a good trade.
There's that.
Time is money.
It is what it is. I hate Christmas. I'm not a big Christmas guy just
No?
because of the gifts.
You're
I like
the
to
biggest Christmas guy.
I like
You
celebrating.
get like a cutting board. You're like, oh,
Well,
amazing.
Because I'm a nice person. But what I'm saying is I don't like the gift idea of it. I like the getting together part of it. But the problem is like
You
those
just,
two.
you just
yeah,
told
you
us
just said
that.
you hate getting together with
You're
people.
like-
No. Family, not social gatherings of like people you don't love. That's
Yeah.
the worst.
Yeah.
I don't do that. And by the way, this is why 3rd year in a row, very excited. I think more couples should get on this train. Nick and I do not spend New Year's Eve together. 3rd year in a row, and it's worked out phenomenal every year. She gets to go and be social with her girls at a party, and I get to go back home and drink whiskey. It's perfect.
I love how
Everyone
you
wins.
That
drink.
sounds
you drink. Yeah,
depressing.
No,
you
love
drink
it.
whiskey alone, and then she goes out and celebrates New Year's
first
with
off,
with the
I've got a
girls.
Yeah, the girls.
Quote
The girl-
unquote.
I've got a dog.
She's got a couple girls in that group. I bet by midnight that 5 o'clock
Yeah.
shadow.
Her one friend Carl is she's pretty hot.
I don't know. It works for us.
massive.
I'm sorry, but I refuse to be one of those guys at one of those parties. You know what I mean?
So what do you do on New Year's? Do you like just
I
jerk
don't
off right
do
at
anything.
midnight and try to come?
Yeah.
Time it for the ball drop.
Yeah, no, I just
First ejaculation of 2024. Way to ring in the new year.
I'm not one of
think-
those guys who like once a year will actually make my wife happy and go to a party with her and her friends.
no,
like, that's
that's-
just not what I would classify myself as.
That's the best part about this is she's completely okay with it. And if she's not, then she's doing the best thing that a wife could do or a girlfriend, which is just lie and say you're okay with it, right? Because if you lie, look, everyone lies and you have to lie. Relationships are really, they're not built on lies, but the foundation is lies. Because then, the little stuff adds up over time.
It's like, what do you mean by that?
really
Like
is.
how good of a liar you are, or how
I'm saying-
many lies you could stack on to build the foundation?
I'm saying inevitably, if I have a toy for long enough, I get tired of that toy. And that's just like,
Jesus. And you didn't want to say your gift, but you'll have that quote on here?
No, what I'm saying, well, this is like a psychological thing. So if I have a wife or if someone has a significant other, eventually, like, you become more susceptible to arguments and getting tired of them. So what you do is little shit that might bother you, you just lie about it. You brush it off the old shoulder, and that's the end of it. Listen, this isn't like new news. People listening to this are just going to be like, they're going to listen to it in their car with their significant other and be like, this guy's a fucking psycho. And then next thing they're going to be putting the link in the boys chat like, we've got a prophet on our hands. Like, he gets it.
This is the
This
next
guy's-
Jordan
yeah,
Peterson.
This guy's the new Andrew
He
Tate.
fucking gets it.
Yeah, lie. Hey, don't. He's not saying that women are
I'm not saying
worthless. No, what you're saying is just lie to them.
Yeah, just
I
lie
didn't
to
say-
them.
I didn't
It's not worth it.
I didn't
It's-
say lie. I said little lies, all right, that save lives. They
Hey.
really do.
No, hey, white lies or black lies?
All colored lies.
Cody's book coming out in 2024, The Burden of Truth.
Hashtag Black Lives Matter.
That's it. That's it. Okay. That's actually a really cool chapter.
Like, I bet. Here's the thing,
Dude.
If the Daily Wire came and knocked on our door and was like, "Hey, we really love 1/3 of the pod. Like, we really, really think that the visions
you guys are
align
going
with
somewhere.
with where our brand is." I think we could do it. I think.
Did
we
you
could do it.
see I forget who I was watching, but it popped up on my Instagram. The Daily Wire's doing a movie.
Yeah, the ball,
It's the trans
lady
one, right?
balls or whatever.
Lady
Okay,
balls.
Lady
Yeah.
Balls.
That's
Yeah.
probably not what it's called. But
No, that is
Okay, I think
Lady
it's-
Balls
it's
is
like
is
that,
legit
yeah.
what it's called. So it's a bunch of guys who like realize that you can just pretend to be a woman
Yeah.
to play in these tournaments.
That's so funny.
It's for like basketball. I think they do a bunch of different sports, but yeah, they all just dress up as a woman and say, I'm a woman. Like, you can't tell me
I
otherwise.
hope that movie's funny. hope
It's
it's
out
funny.
already. It came out a couple weeks ago. Yeah,
Is
you
it?
just have
Let's
to
see reviews.
subscribe to the, well, like, you're not going to get an honest review of that movie.
that movie's gonna.
You're
be,
either going to have
that
people,
Rotten Tomatoes will be 50%
Yeah,
right on the money.
exactly.
It doesn't matter. One of them is an absolute love. One of them is an absolute hate.
Hold on.
There's
Like-
only 1 star and 5 star. That's it.
97 of them, like, in a row are just, like, variation of the username is, like, Ben Shapiro, Ben's Shapiro. Like, it's just, like, him over and over again writing reviews for it.
Yeah, I love that little man.
I love what they're doing at the Daily Wire, though. The movies they're putting
Lady
out.
Lady
and, like,
Ballers. I don't
Lady
know.
Ballers,
I
yeah.
don't know. I've never heard of. I didn't even know they were putting out movies.
buddy.
Yep.
They're
Well, they just. I think is this the first one that's not like a piece? Isn't I
But-
think this is their first like fictional
Nope.
like attempt at a movie, right?
no, they have like a lot of movies because like there was that one that I
This
used
looks
to like,
fucking funny.
dude. There was one for a long time I kept getting ads for that was like, it was super funny. It was right like, it was serious, but it was like them like all these people like linking Trump being elected to the Bible. Like it was crazy. Like it was like you
Right,
read it
so-
and they're like, we've been praying for this.
Yeah.
This is our God.
So
is
it's like
finally-"
South Park movies.
No, like it was like a legit like this was a serious drama. Like it was like, and people
with
were
the South Park premise.
Hey,
Yeah,
sorry to interrupt.
exactly.
You ready for this? Lady Ballers, Rotten Tomatoes, 60%.
So that's 10
on.
more than that's
Hold on.
That's like a 97.
The audience score of 5,000 plus ratings is 91%.
All of it. Hey,
So you're right.
R.I.P. to Rotten. I don't know this Rotten Tomatoes. I didn't think this would be a thing, but they're R.I.P. You're dead because you're now labeled right wing. You're right wing. You're a right wing.
No, they'd
rating
be
system.
left wing. Rotten Tomatoes 60%. That's not that good.
Because that's the professional
That's
reviewers.
the professional reviews.
And
And
then
Oh.
the
91% is the people that went to see the movie.
Oh, okay.
So that's like there's a
But
clear.
at the same time, like,
but if they're
you're
posting
not,
it, they're right wing now.
yeah,
It
you
doesn't matter.
well, like, you're not going to see it in theaters, right? You subscribe to the Daily Wire to like watch that
well,
movie, right?
yeah.
so then
sorry,
that's
audience.
so then yeah, their audience would be not.
But-
That's kind of low.
Oh, that's a good
Dude,
point.
I think
that's a
they
good.
even-
Actually, that's a good
Yeah.
point. You'd have to get like a neutral.
Yeah,
That
no
stat
one's
doesn't matter.
watching.
Yeah,
No one
you're
who
right,
doesn't
you're
want to watch that
But
movie
the
is
thing
watching
is,
that movie.
the thing is, how do you find like a legitimate neutral person to be like, hey, watch the movie, tell me what you think about it? Because most
I think that's
people
what the
have
professionals are supposed to do, but like they're not.
yeah, good point.
And to be fair, the way it's released, you're
But a
never going to
movie
get an
critic?
unbiased thing when it's
What-
behind a paywall.
Wouldn't a movie critic be a phenomenal? Although like theaters are dead, aren't they? Do people even go anymore?
Oh, I went a few weeks ago.
No,
Let
they're
me
still
tell you
bumping.
about an awkward experience because
Okay.
now like you pick your seat.
yeah,
that's it.
yeah, that's not that new
So
now.
no, but I'm just what
Yeah.
what would you do in this situation? Okay, and
Tell me he's in your seat.
No.
We're strapping up.
This isn't me. This isn't a me thing. This is something I witnessed, and I was just like, "What are we doing here, boys?" So there's 3 dudes. They come up and they're like, "Hey, this is like." They're 30 minutes late for this movie. Like the movie's in maybe 40 if you include previews. Like the movie is deep, and they walk up and instead there is ample 3-seat blocks that they could sit in. You are 30 minutes late, and they have the audacity to go up to these people who were, as it turns out, after a lengthy conversation and back and forth, were in the wrong seats. Okay. What do you do in that? Like, are you that married to 13, 14, and
Yeah.
15 at that point?
You're late.
Like
Yeah.
you're late. I think you forfeit the seat. It's like on a.
Yep.
I guess I almost said something. It's like on a plane. If someone shows up halfway through the flight, I got more questions.
Yeah, I know,
I
eh?
guess I got more questions.
Where have you been? Like,
Everyone down to the ground.
Yeah. Nobody look at my face.
Why are you sweating, sir? Nothing.
But
Oh,
the you know
yeah, that's
another thing, and now this is more the local theater, but everything's like you go get your own popcorn now and you do the drinks, whatever, cool.
do you still do your own butter?
You can do
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
yeah.
Thank God.
But
we have
somehow-
one liberty left.
Well, it's not somehow. You know how that was always a long ass process, like getting into the theater because you need to get your shit, and it was always a long ass line. Well, it's even worse now because you got fucking civilians trying to get their own pop. They're like looking at every bag, like, like,
Oh,
this one has 10 more kernels. Like,
Oh, yeah.
You know the drinks. People are so slow because it's it gives you too many options.
you
It's
could
like,
pick,
do you
like,
want
9.
Coke, vanilla Coke? Do you want
Yeah.
vanilla cherry
Each
Coke?
type of pop has like 13 different like flavors to that pop.
These
yeah.
people, they
You just
they
click,
can't handle
want,
it.
Hey, I want a Coke. You click it, all these options. Holy shit.
Yeah. Maybe I don't
Maybe
want
I
a
don't want
soda.
a soda.
Maybe I don't want a soda.
It turns into slushies where
Yeah.
people just start mixing flavors.
That's fucking what was going on where they're like
Yeah.
trying to time it where they're like doot, doot,
Yeah,
doot, doot,
one
and
half
then like,
cherry
oh
cola.
no, 1 extra 2-pump cherry cola, dump it down, start
Yeah.
again. It's like, bitch, I got a movie to catch.
And then
What are
there's-
we doing?
There's always the old guy because those buttons are a menace too, man. So the old guy who presses it, and he's like, by the end of it, he's like punching it, and it's just like the whole screen's fucking you now.
He's doing it. It's like, why isn't it working for you? I don't have any fingertips. Why don't I have any fingertips? The government. I don't trust them.
Yeah.
I just want my soda pop.
Seared off.
Ah, I see you're here for the Daily Wires movie. Lady Ballers, Theater 10. Theater 10. But it's like a slower process now because remember back in the day they would scoop the popcorn, so there'd be one bitch scooping popcorn, someone's filling pops. Now it's just you still got to line up, so it's a debacle.
I don't know, man. Every now and then you got like you went on an off day and there was just some 14-year-old kid just stoned out of his mind trying to scoop that popcorn for
You were
14
fucked,
people.
yeah.
You were fucked.
You
You
were
were
fucked.
missing that movie.
not-
Is
Yeah.
it? You're just looking at it, Jeff. Is it?
Because
you
you're
fucking-
also
yeah.
stoned and you're getting that popcorn.
Yeah.
It's not an option. I'm 7 minutes late because I was smoking the joint outside, but I am now 20 minutes late because I'm waiting for that popcorn.
It's so funny now, like realizing how many times we probably walked into a movie theater and just like a cloud of smoke came in with us.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
With all due respect. Yeah, I mean, it might have happened a few times. It may have happened a few times.
Remember, like we had buddies way back in the day that would just keep one bag in their
Oh,
trunk,
they would have.
and then they'd pull it out, and then they
It was
be
like
oh,
discolored. Like it was.
Right.
Say the bag was red. It was like a
Yeah.
nice pink.
yeah, and then they just put a hole in it, right? And they'd be like, I ripped my bag. Like, can I get a new bag? And then so they get into this is foolproof. And then
It's like, sir, didn't you just come in?
Yeah, and then what did they remember? Fuck, they did something. Maybe it was like a receipt thing to show that like you needed because they caught on to people doing that. So then they had some way of verifying if you bought it.
Well,
or not.
I think it was the same guys got me fucking roped into a scheme one time where we went to the movies. There was like 6 of us, and it was Chronicles of Narnia at like 4:00 on a Wednesday, and so I went in and bought a ticket, and then opened the
Oh,
door
yeah.
for them. And buddy, guess how many people were in that theater? Chronicles of Narnia Wednesday at 4:00.
There was only one ticket.
There was
sold.
one ticket sold. That was me. So, dude, like a team of employees walks in and like sees 6 of us at the back, and they're like, "Hey, man, can we see your tickets?" And like, I got a ticket because I opened the door for them. I was like, "Here's my ticket."
Well, hey, you guys need to go get your ticket.
Yeah.
They're like, we'll be right back.
Buddy, if you're 45 minutes into Narnia, you're going to Narnia. You ain't paying and coming back.
I'm
like,
not gonna
you're
lie.
done.
Why do A? That's a weird movie to sneak into. But B, once you
Yeah,
realize
4
no
dudes,
one's,
4
Yeah.
virgins,
Yeah.
4 virgin dudes.
I've told the story on the pod before. I think one of the original ones when we tried to sneak into 28 Weeks Later, the zombie film, me and my buddy, and we snuck into A Lot Like Love. And we didn't realize until like 10, 15 minutes into the movie that it was a romance.
like, wow, they're really building
Yeah.
up this love interest before the
So
world
we
ends.
missed like the first 20 minutes of the movie. But yeah, we were just sitting there and we are like, man, there's a lot of like mothers and daughters. And yeah, and we
So,
afterwards.
hey,
we were like,
zombies must be big.
yeah.
Yeah, this is like true crime podcast.
True crime.
White bitches everywhere.
Yeah, why don't when they do a zombie podcast, why don't they have an actual zombie on the pod with them? And then
You
but I'm just saying it would add
guys
value,
fucking-
right,
we
Coco?
just
It would
have have Keelan on another mic going.
Oh my God, he's here.
It's a zombie.
Yeah, no.
I mean, zombies. You think are zombies still going to be popular in like 10
Yes,
years?
always.
They always will be.
Always.
You think?
Oh, and apparently
I think
there's
people
like,
are getting zombied out.
dude, I went down one of those Instagram rabbit holes and
Yeah.
I read this article that was like, it's like 11, 12, 13, whatever it was, scientific, like reasons why like there could be a zombie
apocalypse.
Now hear me out. Like 11 of them or most of them were actual things that like these like critters. It was mainly insects due to other insects and
Like
like
parasites?
Yeah.
and it zombifies
Where it's
them.
like the praying mantis starts like decapitating ants because it's all possessed. And
It's
shit.
yeah, and like just like the way that like they can like control the. Anyways, it was fucking wild. So they're like technically it's
'Cause
possible.
Isn't there that one that like makes rats like attracted to cats? So they like it's a parasite in their mind, and they
Oh,
start
and then
running at the
and
cats.
the cats don't know what to do because like what the fuck? Like
Yeah, and
usually
they're
they're
just-
running away.
Yeah, so they just eat them,
Yeah.
right? Like, and
Yeah.
it's just like it fucks you up. So there could be a parasite like that. But even just like you feel like I feel like it, like the bath salts or something like that would do it. Like
Yeah.
you get
Well,
you get
that's-
enough people like
yeah,
that, and
yeah.
like
They start. Hey, we
Fentanyl's
finally
pretty
end, no.
close.
But what if we end the war on fentanyl because we replace it with bath salts, and then instead of people ODing, they're not ODing, but they're just like eating people's faces because they're zombies.
Buddy, the devil you know. You know what I mean? The devil you know.
It's worth I think at least a town hall conversation. That's
like,
all I'm saying.
Yeah, what's the shit? What's the show fuck, you know
because you got to think.
fuck.
Okay, but you got to think about that. Like
Last of Us.
Yeah, thank you. Phenomenal show. In that one, it's like it's not
Mushrooms.
zombies. Yeah, it's not zombies eating you. It's just like the virus that wants to like infect you, and
Yeah.
then you become the
because like
parasite, yeah.
you got to think about it though. Like if China is like over there, they might be working on
China.
some giant like some drug that fucks you up like that.
Yeah,
just
well,
mushes your brain,
COVID didn't work, so
and they're like. They'll just be like throwing that from the rooftops.
they're busy.
man.
They're busy.
Hey, they just did this. Why are we giving them another?
I don't know,
another
but
g- crack at the
You
can.
gotta
here?
wonder what Fauci is cooking up now. I don't know. Something. He'll do this and then get
Could you
another fucking
imagine
award.
if they're over there in China, just be like, "Oh fuck, we really thought that would work."
Okay.
Allegedly.
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 Although, like, if that happens, you got to think. like that's what is worse.
Well,
And
this
actually,
was
I know what's worse.
Remember the first COVID videos coming from China were the zombie videos of
yeah,
like
they
people
were
like freaking out and
people,
everything.
yeah, and you're just like,
We
what?
got the tame one. We didn't get the zombie COVID.
Yeah, that's true. But no. What
The drones going around spraying disinfectant on everything.
Yeah.
That was scary.
What
as
do you
fuck.
think? What do you think would be worse? Like a zombie outbreak. Okay, let's say countrywide,
Or
how about
bears.
that? Or a nuclear war. Think about
Zombie
that.
outbreak.
Think about it.
Zombie. What kind of zombies? We go through this
I
every
feel
time.
like-
Are they running
Because
fast
here's
or
the
are they
deal.
walking?
I'm only saying. Let's just say
Yeah,
only
'cause, like,
Canada was infested. with
Walking
zombies.
Dead zombies,
They're-
I'm not worried about it.
Well, that's the thing. I think that's unrealistic in those, like, because my thing would be, it would be some sort of brain thing that makes you kind of stupid, but like ultimately, like your muscles all the same, right? So like you only got to be worried about like a jacked guy coming at
Yeah,
you.
like the
and-
Rock
that's not-
zombie.
that's not-
I'm
well,
worried.
no. Like, how about this? It's just you don't. None of your like cardio or strength or anything changes. So like whoever you are is who you are. But like you're
I
still
could handle
But you're
that.
still running. Well, they can run. You're still running to try and eat someone and spread the parasite.
See,
Like,
if they can run, it does
They
change.
can
it.
run.
If
They
they
have
can
to run.
walk, then I'm much more confident against a walking zombie
that's the
than a
difference
running
between
zombie.
like your preferred weapon being like a sword versus it being
I
like a
need
gun.
like, yeah,
You know
I
what
need a
mean?
machine
See,
gun.
And that's the thing, right? The whole thing in The Walking Dead is that they don't want to use guns because the sound attracts them, right? So
They
like,
never heard of silencers.
Yeah.
Trudeau, hey, Trudeau fucked us on that one though. If we do want to be strapped
Yeah,
up,
nobody's got that.
oh, he fucked us on a whole lot, man.
wow, he really fucked us
The
in
gun
the
thing-
zombie apocalypse.
But I agree, he
Dude.
really should have been thinking about the zombies.
Yeah.
That's where
That's
politics should come
and
from.
it's funny that the gun NRA never brings that up. That would be actually a viable
Number
argument
one.
that would get a lot of people to be like,
Should
"What about
we-
the zombies, baby?"
should we should we start a petition of like just a letter writing thing to like the elected officials and just being like, hey man,
The
what
leader-
how are we supposed to prepare for
Yeah,
a zombie
what are we gonna
apocalypse?
Honestly,
do?
the local leaders of the NRA would probably fund this pod like crazy. We'd be like a lobbyist group because we'd be like, think about when the zombies come, baby. You're gonna need all the artillery you can get. Like,
you know how funny it
yeah,
would be, like,
shooting a deer is one thing. Deer ain't trying to eat you, baby.
Could you imagine though, like on Fox News, they're having their panel debates about gun control and shit like
Tucker
that.
Carlson's
Oh
like,
my
but the zombies can run.
Wouldn't that be like?
They got
Wait.
28 days later,
Hey,
zombies.
We
Dude.
have it on good authority that China is developing a zombie virus to release into America right now.
Hey,
You
know
hear
what-
that,
wait,
Tucker?
As
Zombies?
know what the
we
sa-
speak,
you know what the sad
plane
thing
is
is?
flying over.
You know what the sad thing is? Okay, so you take Fox and then take the whatever liberal
CNN.
right? So take both those shows. If there's a zombie apocalypse, are you ready for this? Both of them would be like, and can you believe the liberals aren't doing anything about? They would be it. They would politicize it. Those fucking the Republicans don't want to execute the safety. That's dude.
They're just using this as a ploy to get guns in the hands of every American
yeah,
so that
yeah.
they can kill minorities.
Bravo,
Hey,
baby!
hey.
You want to get around abortion?
Yeah.
You bet.
These
You found you did it.
These Republicans don't want to open up the voting booths for African Americans. It's like, no, there's a zombie apocalypse. Nope.
Nope. They closed the
No.
polls.
Wait. That'd be the closed border. That'd be the border thing right there. It's like,
Yeah.
we got zombies. It's like, open the border.
Yeah.
It's open for everyone.
Yeah. Well, did he have his
Mexico.
papers?
Mexico is like, close the fucking borders. They have an outbreak.
Yeah.
Biden? Or no, Trump? How about no? Oh.
That would be like a funny sketch comedy, though, of just doing like how CNN and Fox would react during a zombie apocalypse.
That
just
would be,
them
yeah.
politicizing it.
Yeah.
That would be fucking hilarious.
Here on the streets now, what do you think about? And if they be just pointed questions like, what do you think about Trump's action to not shoot Biden's in the face? What do you think about Biden's action to not shoot? I was gonna say.
I don't know what you're
I
trying
was
to
gonna say colors. See, you gotta edit it.
Well, I'm down here in safe zone
yeah,
Z
what-
there, Ron. And
What do you think about Biden's thing that you can only shoot Caucasians in the face?
yeah.
Yeah,
you can only
shoot Caucasian zombies.
Yeah, zombies.
Now, strictly headshots now.
We're here in the court. How do you plead? No, not guilty. It was a zombie. This is a hate crime, sir. I was an African American. This is a hate crime. It's who's the kid? Who's the kid that brought the assault rifle? The big story.
Kyle Ritter.
Kyle Ritter.
Yeah.
He's back in the court thing.
Yeah.
I was shooting zombies. You were shooting liberals. That ain't no zombie.
Yeah, that wasn't a zombie. That was just a crowd of liberals.
The hair was blue. God damn it!
The hair was blue. How could it not be a zombie? And then they're there trying to arrest everyone. Like all the liberals are like have their like teams going out arresting all these people. And be like, he's a zombie. He's a zombie. It's like, no, that's just Trump. That's just Tucker Carlson.
We'll start getting concerned when big Chinese tech companies start buying up old age homes. Because think about it, they switch up their medication, they switch up their food.
Interesting.
Old age people are going to die naturally, so it's not going to cause a panic. But once they start going off, they're the infected. And now but it's like a time delay. So they're actually at their funeral now. And they're just grandma's popping out of the casket and just grabbing the pastor and just starts eating that motherfucker.
And then the pastor's just like, I can't believe it. Now do you believe
He
it?
is just, walk to me, my child. Walk to Like, and that's how it goes. I think it'd be smart. Big China starts getting into old age homes. We know what's coming. I'm just saying, we know what's coming. Because guess what? Asian don't raisin, so they don't need to do that.
Asian don't raisin.
And they have a great sense of responsibility of family, so they don't do old age homes over there. So if they ever start getting into that business, then they're coming at your neck.
Yeah, but the worst part is like we're
Protect
gonna
your
go
neck.
look online tonight and find out that they already are in a bunch of old age home
Yeah.
Buddy,
businesses.
then I'm going.
Cartwell,
Then we need to go to the store and start buying rations because it's happening.
get those silencers any way we can. Thanks a lot, Trudeau.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Bin
Did he
Laden.
ban silencers too?
He banned fucking everything, man.
I don't think. Have you ever been able to have silencers in Canada?
No, oh no.
Yeah, no.
Silencers do seem like
Yeah,
dangerous.
you can't
Like,
have
I think
that.
even in the States,
I think
It's just
being
the
able to
guys-
walk by people go pew pew.
Yeah,
It
why
just
do you-
doesn't
that's-
seem right.
That's the only reason why people still drink Coke for the cans. I've seen MacGyver. I could do this.
It's like back in the day to kill someone, you used to have to like hatchet them with a sword or something like that. These days, you can just get a little silencer and pew pew as they're going on a jog.
Well,
Yeah, you
apparently now you can like just like download the thing online and get a 3D printed gun. I think it only works once, but like
That's almost a
once is
perfect
enough.
crime.
Once is enough.
That's for the 1 bullet a year rule. Everyone gets sent their printed gun with one bullet.
See, the problem.
You don't know about the 1 bullet a year.
Yeah, dude. The problem with that is that typically criminals just still won't abide by that one bullet rule, so they'll just take other people's guns and.
But it'll
but
make
that's the problem is everyone else has one bullet, so they're just like, oh fuck this guy, like he's being a nuisance to society.
But then you're
I'm
like,
gonna use my one bullet.
But my neighbor
It's
Bill
just-
is a bit of a prick.
That's the thing, eh? Yeah.
just like the first 30 days, the population is just cut in half. And then everyone runs out of their bullets.
Yeah,
so then people are just the biggest pieces of shit.
Here's the but you're gonna have just like the average guy who's like worked his whole life, saved up, all that stuff, has a good family.
What a sucker.
He's just run down. He gets home one day. He's just having whiskey. He's pissed off about work. Wife, whatever, she
New
got a
Year's
little
Eve?
fat, and then what happens is he starts getting into his head, and he's like, everybody on the block's got a fucking Santa, and Bill has to get a snowman, and then what does he do? Ding dong, hey Bill, pop, done. Like you can't. It just wouldn't be a thing.
And then think about all those houses that would go for dirt cheap after that.
Oh,
I think though,
And-
it's like the first murder. One person dies. I don't think you got to disclose it. I think you need multiple bodies, or it needs to be a proven homicide. I think those are the rules. So, do we even consider this a homicide if it's part of the 1 bullet a year? Because it's not getting tried in court.
Yeah,
so it's
I
like
think that technically wouldn't be a
it's
homicide.
just-
The only thing is logically.
Oh, we
it's
had a
like,
big fruit punch party, and
it's like you shoot him, and then the husband shoots and then the wife shoots the husband. And then
Here's what I think we're not thinking about with this whole 1 bullet thing is
logic.
no, is that like not every 1 bullet is a
I'll give
kill
you that.
shot, right? So like you
Oh,
might.
we're
you're
gonna
probably
are we
not
gonna bird in
kill-
the are we gonna bird that in the hospital system?
just everyone coming in with like in their wing me in
That's
the shoulder.
the new. Hey, that's the new COVID.
Yeah, hey, they
we're
all-
running out of ventilators.
Yeah, hey, listen, those nurses got raises, and they still have those raises. Let's make them earn it, okay?
Yeah, let's start
Treat the
winging
bu-
people in the fucking shoulder.
Treat the gunshot victims.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to say, like, point out, like, we all know one, but there's like a few others that I've noticed. Nurses like all just being like, oh, frontline workers. They all seem to be doing Botox and shit now. Like,
All
is
the
that?
nurses?
Oh yeah.
Like, sorry, on
don't know.
themselves, or they're on the side hustle is Botoxing bitches.
Not even. They've just completely left the hospitals and they're doing Botox
Oh.
and, weird injections.
Well, that is
and
where
like,
the money is. Did you know, like, just to get that done and like a little bit in your head, it's like $900.
it's crazy.
I know.
hope I
I know
looked
a
into
chick.
it.
No,
Dude.
I know a girl who just got it done that I work with. First off, it's just not a good look, but the amount of money
And you have to keep doing
God,
it.
it's a hustle.
It's a because
I like
once
it.
you start, you
Is
you can't
Botox
stop.
a pyramid scam?
I think it to a certain extent is
Because
and-
once
Ooh,
you
I
get
don't
into
know.
it, you get 3 of your friends into
True.
it. Right?
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of how it is. And then I bet you there's like a thing where your Botoxtician or whatever
Yeah.
they're called,
And
right? When they do it to you and they're like, hey, if you refer 3 people, your next session's free. Is that not kind of
wouldn't you
like
deal,
a...
and wouldn't you be like a drug dealer, like the people that were coming up to me in Portugal, where you're just like free coke? Wouldn't you want to do that with Botox? Like, here, let me get you once. Come back to me because you're
Look
gonna
how
need
good
it
you
now.
look. Like, look
You're-
how good
yeah.
you
Well,
look. And you're like
imagine
10
though.
years
that's
younger.
just it because like
And
but
you get
like
the good shit and the bunk shit,
that's
too.
the thing. These girls do it in their lips, and then like 6 months later, their lips are just deflated and
Yeah,
look
like,
weird.
gotta
right?
do it
Like,
again.
yeah, gotta do it again.
Yeah,
so
this
like you're
time-
right. That would be the perfect thing
Yeah.
of just giving it first times free.
And then, sweetie, if we give you a lift, they'll sag less. Now up and up and up and dun 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 dun.
I'm thinking
This is it.
we
is
start
it.
a Botox business
This is it.
and we just
This could be-
recruit.
This is the whole reason why we do the pod.
We undercut whatever.
is like
How
a-
much does Botox cost? We'll do it
It's
cheaper
It's like
We're doing it.
probably just to do. Let's find out.
because we're going to do it cheaper. We're going to undercut them because we got to get them in. Because how it is they get their couple friends in, and then next thing you know, I mean, compound interest is a thing. Compound Botox has got to be a thing too.
Because like, what is it that they're putting in there? Because I feel
right.
like we could get
Botox.
So
if we
most-
get pig fat as a byproduct from the slaughterhouse and inject that in there. But we can get that basically free. I know a guy.
most clinics will charge an amount with a range of about $500, $500 to like $700.
Okay, so we're
And
going
the
469,
injection-
69.
Yeah, the single injection lasts between 6 to 12 months before you need another one. So you need
Wow.
2
So
years.
That's
everyone we
fucked.
enlist, we're getting $1,000 a
But-
year
a
off
grand a
of.
G a
And not
year.
only that though, like that I think that's what people don't understand is that like as you get older, it gets worse. So you got to do more. Like it's not just a like
Oh, let's do the first
We
ever.
go to the old age homes
Look,
with the we go to the
we
Chinese
can,
old age
we
homes.
can, the raisin thing, yeah. But listen, why don't we do the first ever, okay? First ever Botox membership. Think about it. We'll get you up front with the G. And you can get
it's
it.
like an insurance
and you
plan
can get
for
it,
just Botox.
and you can get it twice a year. It's a
No, that's
membership.
we need to find out a way to get
Save $200
on
to
like
get the overhead.
workplace insurances. Like I need this Botox lip. I talk on the phone a lot. My lower lip being deflated. So the first
yeah.
one's not covered,
Fatigue.
but after the second one is a
Yeah,
medical thing.
fatigue,
Technically.
lower lip fatigue. We
Yeah.
gotta get that.
LLF.
Or we just go with
Okay.
the big is
Let-
beautiful.
no, we're gonna
Big lips,
first of all T2MB.
big forehead. I
Talk
don't
to
know,
me, brother,
whatever
is
you
gonna
need,
actually-
big.
we're gonna
stealing
solve-
Lizzo's idea.
Big
we
is
are
beautiful.
gonna solve lower lip fatigue. We are gonna organize runs. We are gonna do bake sales.
We just gotta make
We are
it a
gonna do
problem that
Can-
doesn't exist.
canned food truck, lower lip fatigue. And I think what we need to do is and this is going to start I'm going to comment on everyone's videos that I can see and just be like, oh my God,
you have-
LLF, hashtag LLF, hello, hashtag LLF matters. All this kind of stuff. Like, what
You're
is this?
so strong for fighting with your LLF.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Good thing you don't have TLF because that top lip is holding that LL up right now. And I think that's how we
gravity is, that's going to be a tough sell, but I get it. I get what you're
top
saying.
lip's dealing with even more gravity. It's higher up. It's got more strain.
No,
We,
but when
no,
you say
do you know what
holding
we
it up-
need? We need like an ice bucket challenge. Like, what's the LLF challenge that we can do?
I feel like we should just give ALS that
No,
one.
we do it with boiling water.
They
No,
should
we
have that
don't.
one.
Hey, we do it with
I'm
boiling
not
water
saying-
instead of
I'm
ice
saying
water.
We need a
Oh,
challenge.
a challenge.
Yeah, it's like I challenge you to scald yourself.
Hey,
for burn, and
what
it'd be
about
for burn victims.
What about
too.
it like to the
No,
Right?
how about the LLF ass kissing? So you do a video of you kissing the ass cheek of someone with LLF.
No, and no, but you got to put you've
as
got to
a
put
way
a
of
lot of
showing your
lipstick on.
solidarity.
You're so strong.
You put a lot of lipstick on. That way, it like leaves them like the kiss, and then you can take the picture.
Yeah,
of the
you
kiss
don't
type
take
thing.
the picture of the lips.
No.
You take the picture of
the ass
the
cheek with
outline.
that. Yeah, and that way it's like okay.
And all of a
we'll
sudden,
get
now
around
you're going to get the bikini gals wanting in on that one, too, because it's just a reason to show their bums.
You're also gonna get hairy guys,
Hairy dudes.
Who
which
just
like might be fun.
It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. We don't, like, you know.
Buddy, I think we're onto something here.
This is it. I think
I'm gonna start. I think we
we
gotta
need-
make. First of all, we gotta make LLF a thing.
Okay,
We
so
gotta make a
make it a
website.
thing. Website. Let's
No,
let's-
do you know what? Let's
just
start
put
with
the
the
groundwork in.
We
nonprofit.
need Sarah McLachlan singing. Well, we're just videos of bitches with droopy lower lips.
Okay, so I think
will remember you.
this is the homework for the next. By the time we have our next pod, we're gonna have some groundwork done with LLF.
Yeah, and by groundwork, I mean we're gonna have to make some people cry because people are gonna have to realize
gonna
that
have
they
to-
have it.
And yeah, like they
Like
don't.
we gotta
know,
create victims.
They don't know what they're.
We gotta
suffering
create
from yet.
victims to have victims. Like
People love being a victim.
you can't
People-
victimhood is huge. It's
I
so
know.
in right now.
Yeah.
I heard that Hamas is actually killing everyone with LLF in Palestine as a way of ethnic cleansing.
Was it just some bad chickpeas?
Yeah.
Oh,
I-
not Hamas. Hamas.
No, I heard they're throwing them off buildings over there.
Just
So
because of
we
their
have
lips?
to we have to stand up.
It's
with
weird
them.
that someone
I
would.
stand with LLF.
It's too soon. You can't do this.
Oh, okay. Should we go the other way
I
around?
apologize.
I heard the
I
IDF is
apologize.
murdering people with LLF as a means of ethnic cleansing. Oh,
Actually, I mean, Hamas is a terrorist organization. I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, so fuck them.
Fuck them. But
If
so,
there's any member, and I can confidently
it's
say
just
this, if there's a
pulling light
member
to
of
this, it
Hamas
just happened.
with like a fatigued lower lip, I'm here. Fuck you. I'm not here to fix you. No Hamas member will be fixed with LLF. I won't do it. I won't do it.
I won't do it.
that's
For-
how we're gonna know.
For the regular price. If you are fighting, my friends, you shouldn't pay regular price.
An extra tax. The Hamas tax.
And the pod. And the pod. And the pod.
It's not over yet. I honestly like. What's so bad with charging them more though?
It's just the fact that, like, you know, it's been a month and a bit where they slaughtered a bunch of people, and now that's the coupon slogan is the Hamas.
Okay, can I I have a comment on that.
Oh no.
Hey,
We're gonna get canceled.
Okay,
What do you got?
Here's what I'm looking at as someone like on the outside looking in. I'm looking at both.
you do have a bit of a like. You have the physical attributes of someone on one side of the argument. Let me
I
just
know.
say that.
I have a big nose. I'm aware
That's not
of that.
what I meant.
If you're gonna say like they've both done atrocities, yeah, you're not.
Well, like
yeah, okay.
my point is like it feels like both sides are kind of blaming someone else and not like, and then also just kind of brushing over what they're doing. And as a Catholic, I
Fair.
feel like, you know, over the last couple of years, we've had to do some soul searching and
like
some
Catholics will roll up their sleeves and suck a dick, to get to the
Well,
bottom of something.
But my point
the top.
is that like we had to look around, we had to stop blaming other people and say, do you know what? We're fucking too many little boys.
It's true. Sometimes you got to look deep inside.
Real, you had
real
to, we
deep
had
inside.
we had to take an emotional inventory and say, hey man, we need to stop fucking little kids. And I think that both
Allegedly.
Israel and Palestine need to stop hypothetically fucking little kids.
This war that okay, fair enough. I think most people have an issue with like the billions of dollars and the tunnels, and then the planning, stealing of money, and
my
then
thing's the weather.
they've both done.
That's my
Yeah,
thing.
it's pretty nice
listen,
over there. Like, what
no,
are they
it's
complaining
that they
about?
controlling the weather. That's that's my gripe. Like it's been cold up here. Can we dial it up a little bit?
Let's end it.
He's just so uncomfortable.
Listen. It's polarizing. You're gonna have different opinions. On
I don't
this
think
one.
it's that cold.
By the way, we probably shouldn't really have an opinion on this.
I
Well,
think that's
we're allowed
the
to-
point.
I mean, no,
like,
we can have an opinion. I just don't think we should, but we can.
Well, like I'm obviously joking. Like I'm
No, you're
telling
not.
them not to fuck little boys, and I
He's-
hope that they
The
don't.
thing is, guys, that you need to understand is he's not joking. He's actually wearing a Moss sweater right now.
The problem with Hamas is that it's just a name. It's a good name. It rolls off the tongue. It's kind of
It's
it's
like-
like
it's
Nazi.
catchy.
Like, you know, Nazi.
Dunkaroo.
Like, yeah, it's kind of.
It is catchy, Hamas, because like
ISIS. That's why ISIS got big. Al Qaeda. Like those are just good names. I'm sorry, they're
it's-
like
it's a
I hate
marketing
them.
thing.
Evil. Good names.
yeah, Israel it doesn't flow the same way.
Anything. Think about it.
I mean,
IDA,
Christianity.
IRA.
That's terrible.
Anything that like with an acronym. I guess ISIS. But
ISIS is an acronym, but like
but for the most part, anything with an acronym, it's just not. It doesn't slap as hard.
Hamas just comes at you with authority, though. Like the name of it is, it is just like
Typically,
Hamas.
what those groups do.
They go against authority, but yes.
Yeah,
But they with vigor. Yeah.
I think if anything, yeah, they have a really good name, and I think they should get points for that.
I don't.
do they have
you know
merch?
what? Yeah, one thing I will say is I don't know about their merch game because I couldn't tell you what a Hamas uniform or outfit or flag looks like, and
Probably
I think
looks
that's a problem.
civilian. Yeah, probably looks like a
I
civilian.
think that's a problem, and they need to.
I think
I
there's a
didn't
lot
say,
of-
Hey, I didn't say shield. I said flag.
There seems to be a lot of bulletproof vests
We have to
with
stop.
balaclavas.
We have to.
Oh
Wow.
wow! The Leafs. That's Austin Matthews just scored 2 goals in like 15 seconds to tie this thing up. They were down 5-0 to start the third period. It's been hard to pay attention. This is crazy.
Yeah, I know. Every time I look over,
I know.
you guys look over the screen's to my back, so I have no idea what's
Anyway,
going on.
I think we could agree to disagree that. Wait, what was the original plan that we thought was amazing? The Dragon's Den that we were going to steal.
the lower lip fatigue.
Okay,
Yes.
that the pyramids. Well, not
LLF.
sorry, not pyramid.
Nope.
The triangle.
So this episode's been dedicated to the victims of LLF abuse and LLF bullying. I, unlike the lady at Harvard, do not stand for any bullying of LLF of any kind.
Nope.
In fact, bullying anybody of any kind, I don't stand for.
I think we need to push for a congressional hearing.
I've already called. I've called Congress. I've done it because I'm pissed.
Just put the work in.
Yeah. Like, you know what people say, you got a stiff upper lip? That statement's so fucking offensive.
But
What
like,
about
you
having a
don't even understand.
stiff bottom lip? Right? What about a stiff lower lip? It's just
I
fucking
got two
bullshit.
stiff lips. But no, it definitely doesn't like take into consideration the feelings of people with lower lip fatigue. And I
I'm
think
tired of it, just like they are.
the insensitivity is just fucking beyond.
We stand with the victims.
I stand with the victims because do you know what? Like God made them this way,
Which is
they
why-
don't have a choice. They were born this way. It's not like they grew
No.
up and were like, "Oh, I choose." Are you
Well,
saying
they were
it's
born
a choice to
no,
be
no,
gay?
I
were-
didn't.
Are
I
you
said
saying it's a
no. I
choice?
said victim.
They were born a
Are
certain
you
way.
saying it's
I'm
a
saying
choice?
society labels them as
it's
victims.
not a choice to have lower lip
And
fatigue.
guess
Well,
what? And
it's a
that's
choice
why.
to get Botox and then eventually.
That's why for a
You shut your fucking
Why
mouth.
would he say that? Right? You victim blaming now?
Yeah.
Whoa,
what do you
blame the
whoa,
victim?
whoa.
But what is it? Was
I
it because of
would
what they're
never.
wearing? Listen, $1,000 a year membership, max 2 times. We're running a business.
No, you give them 3. You give them the extra because you get the grand up front. Let our money work for us.
Yeah, and we'll do anything.
Do we just do it like a sub club?
No.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
2. They get 2. They get the third free when they refer somebody. So it's at no cost to us,
And it's-
really.
and-
And
and
we're
by the
getting
way,
the
this-
money's rolling in.
And just to be clear, even with that referral comment, this is not a P scheme.
No.
No,
Not the
whoa,
P
whoa,
word.
whoa,
No,
whoa.
no,
It's a triangular support system.
There it is.
Hey, not built on a foundation of black eyes.
Fundamentally heavy on the base. Somebody's got to be at the top. That's hierarchies. Someone has to be at the top.
Lower lip
concrete
fatigue.
foundation.
Lower lip fatigue hate is more dangerous than black ice. Okay?
Wow. Now we have two bumper stickers, the Hamas ones and that
Black ice matter.
Black Eyes Matter.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.